Here.
Yes, we are.
Hey, what's
We're
going
here.
on?
Not much, guys.
From housing.
No, it's not live from housing.
No,
No,
not
this
this
is-
time, sir.
no, we got my boys here, the guys,
Yes, sir.
the original crew.
Yeah.
You know,
We here.
here live.
How many
Shit.
years strong? How many years?
Jackson just gotta be in
Destructo J over there.
Destructo J.
This
I
guy.
mean, fuck. We got the. I mean, shit. Some of these people I've known for a very long time.
Yeah, man. Boys to men.
Yeah, Jesus, you're telling me. Well, we got the guys in here from Live from Housing, you know, podcast. You should go and subscribe to. You know, their last interview. You know, got a little momentum behind it. You know
We
what I'm
did.
saying?
We were actually
Yeah.
doing pretty good.
Yeah, man, that's
Yeah.
good, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't like attention.
Don't watch our shit. I don't want you censoring
Subscribe,
me.
but don't watch my shit.
Subscribe, but don't watch.
They're
my
gonna
shit.
censor us. God damn it.
I'm surprised people even like our shit.
Funny individuals. We always, always been funny. You know what I'm saying? How was your July 4th?
I was at work, sir.
You was at work?
I was at work and I
That's
went
probably-
home.
We was with each other, wasn't he? Throwing firecrackers at each other. and shit?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. Oh yeah, that was. Oh damn. Yeah.
Oh,
That's how
what else
drunk-
we
yeah.
what else we did that night?
There's when shot the guns off and shit in the woods, and Jackson fucked up my.
What woods?
I don't even remember.
What
Yeah.
woods?
So we
I don't know.
we threw some firecrackers at each other.
No,
And
he
then-
threw firecrackers at me.
Yeah. Then we went and shot some guns
Where?
somewhere in the woods.
In
But-
Albany?
Nah.
From what my girl's
Town
location,
over.
because my girl likes to keep tabs on me. She said I was somewhere in Mohawk River, by the Mohawk River. some shit.
Bow!
Yeah,
Probably
yeah,
in
you
fucking
should
Latham
go.
and Risky. You
I
know
have
the
no
worst
fucking
possible
idea.
We'll
place
send you
to
the footage. We'll send you the footage.
Yeah, send me the
Yeah,
footage.
you gonna have to chop that shit up.
What
It's
happened
funny
to your
shit.
gun? Who broke it?
Who broke? I ain't break it. I just put the bullet in backwards. I was
Motherfucker
drunk
put
as
the
fuck.
bullet in back was like 4 or 5 times.
I knew he was gonna say
Oh,
something.
we ain't show you the video?
And then-
Oh, watch when I show you the video.
With the-
Oh, nah.
Oh, you
Was
see
it-
that one video when
it's a shotgun, right?
This
I was
Literally
drunk.
only one
he
way
was
to
like
load.
this with that motherfucker.
There's literally only
he
one
was
way to
like
load.
this with that motherfucking bullet back was like.
It won't go.
He said something wrong. My shit jammed. My
Listen.
shit jammed. You gotta see the video.
He said,
Watch
"My
you see the
shit
video.
jammed."
Watch you see the video.
Bro, your Fourth of being
Cocaine's a hell of a
around
drug.
being around you on the 4th of July is a
We
liability.
could have fucking died.
Literally,
We could have died fucking with this
each-
nigga.
Each 4th of July,
Not
he's
that
almost
fucking
killed
musket you
other
had,
people.
nigga.
You brought your musket out.
I brought my musket out.
That's
I was
7
dumping
foot.
that shit off.
That's 7 foot tall fucking gun.
I was busting that shit up.
Is that the freaking musket?
I was letting it go.
Freaking bro, 40's had. Bro, when you got that gun, by the way, the most sketchiest fucking gun in a case that obviously doesn't belong to the gun. This dude had a sniper scope on this shit. Like it's a
got
shot.
it.
It's a shotgun. It is a big fucking hunting shotgun.
Listen, I'm about to turn that shit into a soda off. He got one more month to
Thanks
leave
for
that shit
telling
in
the
my
world what
crib.
it is. Like,
I'm
goddamn.
about to saw that barrel off.
No, you ain't, because
Yeah,
that's a New York State felony.
Whoop.
Yeah, leave my gun alone, motherfucker. Yeah, this
Take your shit
motherfucker always
home.
want
We
to
ain't
do
gonna talk
something to my
about this.
gun.
We ain't gonna talk about this on camera, goddammit. This nigga's crazy.
I just
We ain't
remember.
got no guns.
I remember just like
Nope.
in the order of how we got how you fucked people up on fireworks was like that one year where you were in that parking garage in Albany. And you almost had to fuck up
damn.
those kids' fathers because
No, them niggas was about to jump me. That's what was about to happen. And I was with fucking James and John punk ass. You know, they wasn't gonna do nothing. So
I thought John saved you the way the story
That
went.
nigga
He
John-
no,
that
I'm
nigga's-
not saved you, but it was just like just
diffused
try
the
to
situation?
diffuse the situation a little bit before they
I think
were
I was
about
drunk
to.
that night too. But
I'm
yo,
sure.
Yo, you know what it was? It was that time we went to New Hampshire. Remember when we went to the fireworks, bro?
I was thinking about this the other day. I was remembering like we went and got these fireworks, right? We drive all the way to New Hampshire, 2-hour plus ride with fucking Shahid,
Dumbass.
Lee, me, you. We get there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're like, fireworks are legal here. We can buy whatever we want, like the mortars,
Mm-hmm. This
everything.
is before I met y'all, right?
No. We knew each other then.
Okay.
Yeah,
He was
around.
yeah.
Okay.
Bro, I remember we got to the store and they were just like, "You got to be 21."
Bro, we was
Oh.
outside
Everyone in the
like
car
crackheads. We was
fucking
out-
like.
we was outside
I think
like
Lee was the
crackheads.
oldest one at 20 at the time. And we were just
And you know
sitting
this
out
nigga
there.
Lee?
He had
Lee-
that.
Nah, fuck that. We already here.
He was the one to get somebody to buy it. Me and Steven walked across the street like, fuck this, we about to be out. Drove all this way for nothing.
Yeah, get
Bro,
up.
but it
We
was
got it.
it
They got
was
it?
that
Somebody
fucking.
bought it for y'all?
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. But
Niggas
this is the
was
second, this is the year following when he almost killed those kids.
Yeah, but I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Kids,
Remember the fucking grenade shits that
Yes.
for one, it was the shit that I threw in the parking lot. That shit it's the thing that you put. It's like them little grenades that you put inside the tubes and they shoot up. You're not supposed to leave that shit on the ground. I lit that shit and threw it in a parking lot full of people.
And the funny, that's one. We're not even talking about the following year where this motherfucker then gets more powerful fireworks, right? We're talking about, it wasn't the little round balls for the mortars. It was the big, it looked like this fucking cup that you put in it. And what does this nigga do? Goes out in his front fucking lawn in Manans.
Oh, you're talking about what Hootie mom said?
Yeah,
got me arrested? Shout out to Hootie.
Bro, I
You
just
got
remember.
arrested?
Bro,
I
his
just,
mom told the cops to arrest me. My mom was about to, bro. I don't even want, but bro, it was
Wow.
about to be bad that day.
bro, you were like,
Wow.
yeah, the bush got caught on fire. I was
yeah,
fucking,
I almost burned that shit down, bro.
Bro,
like
that
the whole
shit.
block.
What, bro, you and fireworks are just. I'm surprised you have all your fingers.
Me too. I'm
It's because we live in New York. And we
What?
can only buy pussy
We
fireworks.
was lighting firecrackers. This motherfucker was running so fast away from them shit.
Nigga,
You wouldn't
you-
even understand.
nah, for one, he had. Yeah, you're right.
I had flares and I was throwing them at him. And he's running like a. Come on, my nigga. This
Yeah, you
nigga.
damn right. I want to get burnt. I like, bro. Do you see this?
But
thing?
you more of a city. Like city niggas have no like gunpowder and shit like that. Means nothing to y'all. You'll point it at each other, throw it at each other.
If I had
Them
some
niggas were
Roman,
raised
if I had
candles
some
and Roman
Roman
candles, I
my
already
nigga,
know.
You know how it go.
I forgot
Nah.
we was with you one 4th of July when we were mad young. I remember you was fucking with niggas with the firecrackers in the Manan school playground. You were just like lobbing them.
Oh yeah.
You was fucking wasted.
Was I?
That's not even a question.
Probably.
That's not even a
Every time I
question.
did some dumb shit, I was probably drunk.
It's crazy because I don't remember this. But
Yeah. It's, this is like that's like base stories of how we met each other.
Oh, yeah.
This is just
That's not
every
even-
this is every 4th of July shit.
And since we want to throw niggas under the bus,
What I do?
you and fucking Lee, the drug lords of Manans,
Nah.
this is the fucking El
Alleged.
Chapos
Mm.
of Manans.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just enjoyed smoking marijuana.
The fuck? Got these niggas doing
Dip
dip.
over here.
Niggas over here. Nigga,
Dude's like, this is bringing him back to the core
I
over
should
here.
try some of that on camera. See,
He's like cigarettes and dip. God damn. He's like, I might as well resign.
tobacco head ass niggas, huh?
I can't do it, bro. I like my teeth.
It's just like I tried it the one time. I got fucked up.
I'm gonna try that shit
Oh,
on the way
dip?
home.
It's not the best. It's not what you're looking. It's not what I'm looking for as far as like a rush. But fucking, remember Andrew from Manans?
Yeah, of course.
This dude, when he moved out to Utah, he started smoking something called moles, and it was like short for mole, which is like the literal definition is a blend of spices. And this nigga would pack a bong with tobacco, and then put a little bit of weed on top.
Okay.
And
I'm
then-
not too mad at that. It's the same
And
way I
then what
smoke my
else?
weed in my Fonto.
Right,
Can't be
but
mad.
it's just, bro, the amount of how fucked up you get off that is just like, imagine just
It's
smoking
weed and spices.
it's weed and tobacco. Like they call it a mole, which is short for mole.
Yeah, Andrew, you remember Andrew?
And then they just hit it, bro. And bro, it gets you. It feels like you smoked an entire cigarette in a hit, and you're just like, oh shit, I was spinning.
You want to get high?
So you put
You wanna get high?
weed and tobacco on a bong and you rip that shit.
Yeah.
Now here's what you do, bro. You get a
Motherfuckers
Newport,
are insane.
bro. You get a Newport.
Never.
You dip that shit in NyQuil, and let that shit dry.
What?
You get
For what?
fucked up.
This is just to get fucked up.
What is wrong? You niggas are crackheads, bro. What the fuck?
I ain't never done
This
none of
nigga
this.
said dip a Newport in NyQuil.
Yeah.
I used to think it was cool. Remember when we used to dip the fucking blunts in lean and we used to roll them shits?
Yeah,
way
we did.
back
I
in
done
the
Wait,
day?
that.
wait.
I done that.
Wait, what?
Well, you weren't with us then?
Oh, the codeine.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
codeine.
Yeah, when
I've
we was
done
in, I did that shit that one time when you and Mina had the crib. Remember that one time they had we was in the kitchen. You had that little sectional shit in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And
Oh, would you do that? We did that over there.
That was the first time I did. I was stuck.
Yeah.
Whose codeine was it?
I don't remember.
We did that.
Yes, nigga, I'm just sitting here telling you.
Who rolled it?
Probably you or Russell. Nah, Russell definitely can't roll. So
Oh, it
it
was
probably
definitely me.
wasn't him.
It was
Russell
definitely
still
me.
can't.
Definitely wasn't him.
Because I was the only
Russell
roller
still
back then.
can't.
Yeah,
Russell still
it was
can't
definitely me then.
Yeah, but
Which
that's
was my
that shit I look at now. Like when you look at it, like when you don't have kids, you're like, yeah, you're trying to get fucked up, trying to get off that weight. Nah, now I look at that shit like, fuck all that shit. Just give me my weed straight. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even.
So I mean,
I don't even know.
give me a little bit of bud. That's it. You know, my eighth.
These
You
things are
know,
crazy. Also.
some sour maybe.
Some Zans.
I don't even know what the fuck is up with these apes nowadays. Can we get into that real quick?
Bro,
Is it apes
listen,
anymore?
listen. It's a good thing you mentioned this. I'm glad you mentioned this.
3.5.
An eighth is a 3.5. I'm not mad at them saying ace for 25 and then giving me like 3.2 or 3 grams. Because
that's how it was when it first started. When I was in the building, bro, when they first started that shit around the corner, them shits was apes.
Yeah.
And then surely them shits started shrinking.
Yeah. But that's marketing. Come on.
Bro, I feel like I'm getting a gram and a nick. I feel like I'm getting a gram.
Some of it depends which house you go to. There's many trap houses around.
I told you.
You go to that White House though?
Our TV channel, bro. I'm telling you. Well, who got the best? I'm telling you, bro. We ain't gonna put it on blast yet.
C Block got the best.
I know 4. I know 4 trap houses. I go to 2 reliably. I go to the one you showed me, over on C Block, and that's
that's not C Block.
That's not C Block.
That's
third.
That's third.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the greenhouse?
I wouldn't know how to smoke.
No. The white. Okay, so did I take you to C Block before?
It's the White House. It's the greenhouse over on where the library is on that road, and then there's the house you showed me.
Yeah, that's C Block.
When Connor was there, when Connor drove.
Yeah.
That's C Block, right?
Yeah, so those are the 3. I know one more, but that shit's barely open, but all those trap houses have been open so long. I'm just like,
you know what?
These niggas don't care.
You want to know something I'm really mad at? When I used to smoke. When I used to go to the trap house, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, these niggas got the nerve to be asleep.
Bro, I went to the fucking trap house. This nigga was snoring.
You heard him,
bro.
You can hear him.
He was snoring, bro. What type of shit is that? Bro, I came in there knocked mad times. I can hear him clearly through the door. I went to the greenhouse to be like, fuck these niggas. These niggas are meant like cash. That door's locked. I go back. That nigga's awake. I was sick. I had to do a fucking circle.
Bro, I had a nigga wake up, ask me what I want, and then fell back asleep.
That us?
Yes,
real
bro.
shit?
Bro, that's why that White House has all those dents in the goddamn door. Because they be like, nigga, give me my goddamn shit.
Exactly.
The fuck up.
Bro, this nigga literally asked me, what you want, bro? Yo, let me get Ace. All right. I'm about to
put the money in?
Under the door. No, I was about to, but all I heard was like a little while, like, bro, like I was so fucking pissed, bro.
Did you bang on the door?
No, I wanted to fight.
Wake your scary ass up.
Like I wanted to kick in the fucking door.
The worst is when they give you them weak ass bags, man. That shit be killing me, bro. Just like, don't give me some weak shit, bro. Like, this is my problem with trap houses, right? Because it's like, it's a good thing that we can go to them, and like, even though Connor's mad scared to go in, mad white people going in all the time, bro. Anyways, but when you go into these things, it's like you should know your reliable customers, right? You got a camera outside. You should be able to be like, that nigga shows up here almost every day.
Bro, whole time them shit's a scare tactics. Them shit don't even be working.
Nah, this one nigga yelled at me the other.
You got yelled at?
Yelled at. Scared the shit out of me. I was like, oh shit. They like slid the, you know how you slide the money under and they slide the weed back, right?
Yeah.
But he had to give me change, right? Because they give change now. Before, when I went to travel, they didn't give change. Now they give change. Anyways, he slid the bag and the 5 on the door, but I heard some more, and I like kind of walked away, but I heard more rustling under the door. I was like, is he sliding another bag under? Like, I'm about to come up. And I just like look back, and the guy's like, the fuck you looking at? I got the fuck out of there.
Nah,
I ain't never wearing that shirt back to that trap house. It's like, I don't need, that's that lingerer motherfucker right there. One who thinks he could look under the door and shit. Bro. Then the funniest part is, one of these niggas that work in this trap house, I know from working in FedEx like 4 years ago. Like, he opened the door because all these niggas open the door when it's a girl's voice. Like,
bro, these niggas.
Bro, as soon as it's like, can I get it? It's like, oh, baby girl, you know what you need. And I'm like standing behind.
Fun fact for all the children, if you ever want to rob a trap spot, send a girl in first.
That's a
fun fact.
These niggas, bro, they just like, and he opened the door. It was her. He was like, oh, he was like, what's good, dude? And he was like, you don't remember me? I was like, he was like, you worked at FedEx like 4 years ago? I'm like, oh shit, what's good, dude? We used to be on the same line and shit, chopping it up with him real quick. Like, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, what are you doing here? He's like, you know, everyone need a 9 to 5.
That's his explanation? That's the shit he gave you?
In the trap house, bro. Everybody need a 9 to 5.
I'll be like, well, nigga.
Give my goddamn
That's exactly how I was like, you know, that's a perfect answer. You know what I mean?
Fuck it. He get money.
I ain't get no discount though.
You
I
got
remember.
discount?
I remember this one girl came in before me. I've been to the trap house many times. I got stories and stories. This girl gave him $24, and this nigga was like, "It's 25 for an eighth." She was like, "Oh, I got another 20 in the car. Blah blah blah. I'd have to break it and make change." He's like, "I got change." He's like, "Yeah, but I gotta go buy a Dutch, da da da." He was like, "But then you'll have $18 more." He's like, "It's 25 for an eighth," and she was like trying to get out of it. She was like, "All right, I'll be right back." And he was like, "But my man right here, he got 25, don't you?" And I was like, "You bet I do." Correct bills. And I took my eighth and left. I swear, I came to the trap right after it got robbed too, because they had the door wide open.
I could tell you.
Them
Remember,
them niggas
no,
was like
we
walking.
ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk. I mean, we could. I didn't do shit. This nigga and Russell on the other hand. No,
Well, you robbed him?
I ain't do shit. Listen.
Not me.
You ain't gonna tell me Russell went and robbed somebody. Russell only
Bro, I
got
swear to
If
God,
I robbed him,
I
you
swear
would
to
know.
God,
I would have
bro.
told your ass like I ran down on that bitch ass nigga.
I swear to God, the only reason why I still to this day, bro, is because when I was walking up to eat shit, bro, these niggas literally. Wow, this is me walking. This is the spot. This is me walking to the spot. These niggas ran directly up towards Russell shit. I was just like, what the fuck? Buzzing eat shit. He come
What
out.
we was running for?
Yo, bro, them niggas. I didn't know them niggas. No,
We was running?
no, I'm
Oh, the
saying
other
no.
niggas.
Mind
'Cause I ain't do
bro,
shit.
nah, you weren't. Nah, it's not what I'm saying, though. I'm saying the only reason why I thought it was because the way the shit happened and them niggas ran up that little cut towards Russell's shit.
Towards.
So once I
okay,
figured, I was
okay,
like,
okay.
I know this nigga. I called Russell right after, bro. Like this nigga, yo, what the fuck? Who is it? I was like, yo, you got some weed? He's like, you seen them two niggas? I was like, yeah. He was like, they just robbed me, bro. I was just like, so you ain't got no weed?
worst fucking guy.
Bro, this was Avila days.
Yeah.
When that shit, yeah, we ain't gonna get in Avila.
Nah, we can't.
We could.
That's I want to make it. That's why I want to do like a
Shout out to
fucking.
the Lord because he was there first, and then we all came. The only people missing was Jackson and Swing.
Yeah.
The only
Bro,
people that
and
ain't get a
that
fucking job.
motherfucker.
It's the fact that I want to make that a TV show because there is no possible way that everyone we ever fucking basically knew worked in that place at the same time.
That's a fact.
How did shit get done? How did we even listen to anybody?
Who was it?
We
it
didn't.
Was, it was nah. At
I
one
sure
time
did.
it was.
They
It
wanted
was.
to fire
It was,
my ass.
it was what you or Kanan. Me.
I am Kanan.
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
Kanan.
You was in it? No, he wasn't in there at the same time.
Yeah,
He
you
was?
what? It
Oh
was
my
me.
gosh,
It was
nigga.
you.
Yes,
it was you, Black, me, Steven, fucking
John, Shaheed,
James, Shaheed,
Jasmine.
Russell.
Jasmine was in there.
Jasmine was in there.
Jimmy was in there.
We already got
You said
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Who else was in there?
Connor was in there.
Connor
Connor
was
was in
in
there. Yeah, he definitely was.
Jorgensen.
Jorgensen.
Yeah,
yup.
shout out to Derek.
Tamar.
Tamar was in-
Tamar was
yeah,
in
Tamar.
They had the
there.
squad in there, bro.
Tyler.
Tyler, fucking-
Yeah.
Sean Klim. Remember that
Yup,
dude?
Sean
yeah,
Clem. We
Damn.
had fucking
Fucking-
Sean, Guyanese Sean.
Yep.
We had
Yep.
fucking Roy Dell. We fucking had
What happened to that nigga?
I seen that nigga the other day. I seen Roy Dell the other day. We
Clifton?
was walking on the block. Me and this nigga D was.
Clifton?
Remember the dark skin nigga? I was Roy Dell.
Damn.
Remember Clifton? Clifton.
Cliff,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
I was,
Cliff?
I was at Teresian house with Cliff. That's my
Yeah.
nigga.
He work
told
over
me-
there now?
He been working over here. He was working over there before we started working in
Bro, I
there.
remember that nigga
He was going
said.
back and forth.
Bro, was
Yeah.
you there one day? We was like, yo, what the fuck you gonna do tonight? He's like, oh, Jeremy too. Shout out to Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
this
nigga
nigga Cliff,
Jeremy.
that nigga Cliff was like, I'm about to go home, do like 10 push-ups. Go home, do like 10 push-ups.
Bro, I don't remember Drew. Remember Drew?
Yeah, Drew.
Patches?
Ah, this nigga.
Hatches.
Oh, Drew.
Bro, that shit.
His little brolic ass.
How the fuck
Bro,
do we have
niggas ain't
jobs?
respect his shit, bro.
Remember
jobs
his hair
there.
stuff folded up?
Bro, remember how they hated me? They kept moving me.
Call
You
me
and Russell
hated
were
you.
like the fucking.
Bro, no.
Nah,
don't
you
put
and
me.
Russell.
Don't put me and Russell in the same sentence because I worked.
Yeah, Russell was.
Russell would just get a
Remember
Russell would get a
niggas
cup
leave
of
Russell?
juice. Russell would get a cup of juice
That
and
nigga
walk
was the
around and
slowest
talk
nigga on the
to
fucking.
talk
Niggas
to
used
all
to
the
leave him,
bitches.
remember? Niggas be like, yo, who's staying to bring Russell home?
Not me. Nigga said, not me.
That shit used to be the worst, especially when we were going to Mina's house after. Because you would be
Niggas
like,
can't wait for that. Niggas can't wait for that.
remember we made him take the bus one time. He wanted to come in and fight us.
That took me home. We
He
met
was
up.
like, you took Sean home. You can't take me. Nah, that's why you drive your mother's car. I was like, bro, Sean told me to leave. It's like, nah, fuck you, bro.
Nah, cause you used to do that nigga dirty, bro.
Bro, he did.
with that
I
lead niggas,
guarantee you. I guarantee you wasn't me that told this nigga to tell this nigga
It
to
was
leave.
definitely this nigga,
I
bro.
guarantee you, Kanan left.
100%.
He said, "Fuck this nigga. I gotta go home soon anyway."
We were playing the game at Mina's house when he came. When he came up.
Niggas playing Naruto. That's what niggas say.
This nigga walk in.
That nigga was sick, bro. Bro, but he would come in at the end of the night. Everyone would have a regular amount of dishes when we were dishwashers, like maybe 20 pots and pans to do. This nigga would have the next rack, all filled with dirty dishes.
No, this nigga mopping the fucking floor. Mop the fucking floor, bro.
Bro, nothing got me when bro.
He never took that.
Bro, I know you were there. I know you were there for this because I went up to you right after. We poked around the corner. You remember when he was washing that tray? I think it was like a lasagna tray, and he had his mouth open a little bit. I was like, "Yo, look at the corner of his mouth," and it was like a little piece of lasagna right there. You remember that shit, bro? I was like, look at him. Bro,
Niggas used to get their ass cut.
Bro, that was the worst when you. I remember I thought I came in fly as. I thought I came in fly as a motherfucker. These shoes I had on, I was like, oh, these are real leather. You know, these are my grandpa's shoes and shit like that. They looked fly as shit. I came in there. Nope. I was sadly mistaken because you know who brought it up first? I forgot who brought it up. It wasn't one of. Oh, fuck. Remember Terrence?
Terrence, nah.
He worked in there too. Bro, just this light skinned big ass nigga. He was like, "Yo,
talking about Brandon."
Nah, it was.
The tall light skinned nigga. Nah, his name wasn't Terrence. Oh, the tall gay nigga. Tall, yeah.
Nah. Was he gay?
Tall nigga that used to fuck with Russell, right?
Nah.
Oh, you talking about Nevada?
Yeah,
Nevada.
Yeah, that's my
Nevada.
dude. That's my dude.
He's like, "Yo, what kind of fucking shoes are those?" And as soon as he said that,
niggas,
bro. Fucking
no
Russell's head snapped like a fucking viper, bro. He was like, he was on it. He was like, yo, Sean, what are those? And then, Black from the other side are like, he's like, he think he fly as hell.
Niggas hopping up the line.
Bro, there's so many corners in that. Niggas would come out. You remember the doors by the lockers? You thought you got away by the other side of the door?
Nigga had to run in the bathroom like the door.
Relentless.
Let me Yo, son.
Niggas go in the food pantry right there to go change their clothes, bro. Yo.
It was a sitcom, basically, because you would go out and like after just getting roasted, you would have to go talk to some old white people with a straight face, even though you got some sweat in the corner of your head because you just got roasted.
Kanan walked out there with the vein in his forehead.
So I got out of there, bro, because they were always like, because I talked like a white guy. They were white people, but I had mad long hair like I do now.
Ken, you had braids at that point.
Nah, not yet.
Nah, yeah, you did, bro.
Nigga.
You used to come to Evelyn with braids, bro. Like
the boss hated this nigga.
I remember that. That's when you first tried out braids.
Tell me she doesn't look like she didn't look like Lisa Ann.
Who, Colleen?
She looked like Lisa Ann, right?
Colleen?
A little bit, yeah.
I don't know who Lisa Ann is.
The OG white porn star from Brazzers. Y'all know who Lisa Ann is. The fucking studio, obviously.
Pull this up.
She kind of do look like Lisa Ann. No, I ain't gonna front. She look like Lisa Ann with some blue eyes.
Like, do you?
Shit.
How do you?
Already up there.
How do you strictly watch? Just like you just have
onion booty ass nigga.
Do
that's
you
what
just have the Ebony page saved?
That's what you type in.
He's like, I
That's
never watch.
type in.
Steven's that type of dude who's like, I ain't never watched no
Fat
white
butt with a PH.
He's like, I ain't never watched no white porn before.
Fat booty with a
Who
PH
don't?
ass nigga.
She don't look like her. Nah, B. Actually, she does.
See, what I'm talking about.
But she kind
of does.
Yeah, she kind of does. But she was a fucking capital bitch.
I like Colleen.
Colleen was not a bitch, bro.
No, she's
she just
really
was a
not,
bitch
bro.
to you,
Like
bro.
even
She didn't like you.
The only reason,
she knew that she was a pothead ass nigga.
So is she though. But the whole time, the only reason why I got respect was because even after Avila, she still looked out for me because I got fired for being drunk on the job. Like she knew that she like even when I was looking for a job, she was like to this day I could still use Avila as a reference just because she looked out.
I remember I thought I was smooth trying to get back in there when Jimmy worked there when they switched corporations.
Oh, no, why would you do that?
They were like, yeah, we can't rehire you. Apparently you were fired for some reason. I was like, oh shit.
Nigga, everybody we worked with got fired. 40 got fired. I got fired. Jimmy got fired. Shahi got fired.
You remember how Russell got fired?
I was there. That shit was hilarious.
Russell got flamed on the way out.
Bro, this nigga was just dumb, bro. He shouldn't have said nothing.
He got set on fire and then thrown out the plane. Like,
yeah, He hung himself. I ain't even gonna hold you. That nigga hung himself.
Bro, when Russell gets that high, like his response, like Russell's not
It took him
slow.
like 3 seconds to answer each question anyway.
That's what I'm saying. You said it. You said it. Bro, Russell is always 2 seconds to answer your question in any situation, but when he's jacked up high, like when his eyes can't open, like, bro, there's a solid 5 seconds before he turns his head. Like, he looks like a tortoise, just like, what?
Bro, the whole time, all me and Jimmy could do was just sit there and laugh at this nigga, bro. That's all we could just shut the fuck up. That's what we just, this nigga just kept talking. He was the only one answering the questions, bro. Nobody else was answering the questions. The funniest shit, the funniest part was this nigga was Russell, after Russell got fired.
It's a little bit.
Bro. bro, the funniest part of that whole shit was Colleen was so just trying to get a reaction out of niggas. She was cursing out Russell, and mind you, me and Jimmy sitting there with a straight face. James, you think this is funny? He's like, what the fuck are you talking about that shit? Because we was there, he didn't even do shit. He was like, you think this is funny?
You know who had the best job in there? You remember that old Indian dude with the white hair?
Oh, this motherfucker never fixed shit.
Muhammad. No. Matt was his name. Matt.
With the smile, bro.
Yeah, that nigga was
Smile, bro.
I was thinking about that nigga the other day.
He ended
up in Tariq's house with me too. I swear to God, fixing refrigerators, bro. I swear.
This nigga should walk. And he should walk.
Bro, he used to smile at you.
He give you that green light.
Yeah, buddy.
That nigga, but that's the only nigga be going all day. You see him when you come in, you don't see him. You don't see that nigga all shift.
That nigga would go and collect those plastic containers, and he'd be like fucking Batman, gone.
Never come back.
All I'm saying is I never saw him and Batman in the same room, so.
Lord Jesus.
But that was an interesting job.
Yeah, man. Before the kids, it was fun.
Yeah, man.
That's
I
what
just,
oh yeah, you had a kid.
What I
you
want.
had a kid. That was before I had mine.
Yeah.
I just remember
Nigga said, yeah.
after that, me and Steven
started
worked at the
having
same
kids,
call center, and I would
Lord.
pay to hear the information Steven gave out. Because I can't imagine this nigga. Put on your call center voice real quick. Like,
Okay.
I'm a caller calling in.
Thank you for calling the New York State Department of Health. My name is Stephen Brown. Can I help you?
What the fuck?
I got that shit on down. I don't care how drunk I am. Trust me, I'm used to handling professional calls.
Thank you for calling the New York State Health Contact Center. My name is Kanan. How can I help you?
Kanan will put niggas on, bro. This, for one.
As soon as you learn the system,
My
it's over.
bro, my first. You know how they have you shadow someone when you get a job? My shadow was this nigga.
Oh God.
So whatever I was doing, I got from him. This nigga was putting niggas on hold for a half hour, go on lunch, come back, they still on fucking hold.
Nah,
Yes, he
I
would.
didn't-
Transfer people calls. He
that-
taught me how to hang up on niggas and not get caught.
I didn't teach him that.
Yes,
I
he
didn't
did.
put.
Yes, he did.
When that person was on
Never
hold,
hire this nigga in a call center ever again.
when that person got put on hold. Okay, let me tell you, this is the freakiest thing ever, right? Because I purposely fucked up my phone.
Thing.
I fucked up my phone. I put it on hold, right? Because I was like, give me 2 to 3 minutes to find the information. I put it on hold. And I'm like, how do I fuck up my phone so I don't have to finish this call?
Mm-hmm.
So I unplugged the phone. And I was like, no way the computer can tell that I'm unplugging the phone. And I plugged it back in. And you know when any computer, besides like an iMac, starts up, like it has like that loading screen where it's like, press F2 for blank. You know what I mean? So I pressed F2 and then I entered in a bunch of random numbers. And it fucked my whole system. So they're like, I was like, oh, dude, my system's fucked up. And they were just like, oh, go shadow someone and we'll fix it. So I went away, came back. They were like, your phone's fixed. I pick up the phone. And it's the same fucking guy. Like, someone put me on hold 45 minutes ago. And it's like, and
Bro,
it's like,
I've
it's
hung up-
obviously the same person. Like, I have the same voice. And I'm just like, I don't know what happened, but let's see what we can do for you today. What was your first and
put him
last
back
name?
on hold. All right, you mind put you on hold again?
It was like, but the funniest thing was like when I found out that if you just press the answer button and just held it, that it cuts out after 5 seconds. It just hangs up. It's like, thank you for calling the New York State Health Contact Center. How many, sir?
Bro, especially
Hello?
when it was like 4:50 and you got to leave at 5 because if you get a call, bro, you're not allowed to turn off your phone or your computer until your shift is over. Then you got to hurry up, click out before you get a call.
Right.
My shit is off at 4:55, bro. Like, I'm not answering another call, bro, because you can get a phone call that'll last your ass for like 45 minutes, bro.
Yeah. So these are these fucking bullshit ass jobs that we held.
Oh my gosh, child support was worse. I know everybody fucking business.
Oh, you worked at child support?
Yeah, the
That
call
sounds
center.
Like, that sounds like a terrible job.
Oh, man.
You had to call people who owed money just
No, they were calling me. We had a whole bunch of bitter
You know I
single
talked to
mothers.
Shanavy on that shit?
Ooh. Sean, it's you.
Nah, it was funny. It was funny. It was funny. It was funny because when she answered the phone, she was like, you know, welcome to the whatever how you say that shit, you know, child support center. I'm Shanavy Dickinson. I was like, oh my nigga name, take my nigga name, yo. She was like, sir, calm down, sir, calm down, please.
I don't know.
But I was very disappointed in that whole conversation because she couldn't help me with shit.
Bro, the worst.
She could not help me with a motherfucking thing.
The worst.
She actually was just like, yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. Sean, there's nothing you can do about that. I was like kind of mad because I'm like, yo,
can you take
don't
this
you
off my
got a
record?
deadbeat ass baby father too? You probably don't even want to help me.
Bro,
like,
y'all want to know the
fuck
fucked
you,
up?
nigga.
Y'all want to know the most fucked up thing I had to do at child support? Bro, this dude was in the Dominican Republic. Mm-hmm. This dude owed maybe $2,000 in arrears in back child support. Bro, they canceled his passport. So until he paid off that whole balance, he could not come back to the United States because they canceled his passport because he owed child support. And there was nothing I could do for this nigga.
I've actually heard that story a bunch of times. So I've heard that's happened a lot of times. Like,
That's
Bro,
crazy.
cancel niggas'
passport,
passports,
bro. This nigga's like he's trying to get
licenses.
back. Like he's at the
Bro,
airport.
they'll suspend your
Niggas
license.
hitting up your job like, yo, listen,
Bro, take your car.
this nigga's a deadbeat dad. He doesn't pay child support. Fire his ass.
Bro,
Suspend him.
Bro, I've had a lady that would call daily since I think because they told me when I first started working there. It would be the same lady that's been calling since like 1999,
Oh shit.
just asking to see if the father made a payment, bro. Like he's nigga owe like $10,000 in arrears, bro. Never, no job history,
But at that
no
point,
nothing.
like after the
But
first
she would
3
call
years,
every day.
out of human common sense, you're like, oh, he's not paying child support. Maybe I should do something better. Like, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
had phone calls from jail. Niggas is in jail calling me. Oh, I can't get out of jail because I owe child support. Like niggas, bro, like these niggas would be calling me
wait,
from
you
jail.
can't get out of jail because you owe child support?
It had something to do with him not getting out.
Listen, if they keep it, if they
Word, bro. And these niggas would call me. I'm like,
wasting my taxpayer dollars because some deadbeat.
like, sir, I'm trying to go on lunch.
Listen, I already got to pay for someone to fucking make a phone call out of
Nigga
jail.
said, I
Now
can't even get no money on my books. Every time I get some money in my books, they take that shit and give it to child support.
I'm the wrong nigga. Like, damn,
Listen,
bro.
the shit that pissed me off about this is the shit that pisses me off about some government programs. Like my child support when I was paying it was $130, right? But the fucking child support department would take $30.
That's a fact. They take, yeah.
How are you gonna put me and like I'm giving 130 cents to my son's mother? And
You want child support, Kanan?
No. Back in the day when we were going.
That's why I'm in a very happy
No,
relationship.
no.
No child support
Oh,
for
yeah.
me, sir.
No,
Yeah,
we have
you're
a
lucky.
great
Yeah.
relationship.
Bitch
But
ass
anyways,
niggas. Oh, yeah. Good.
but,
Cheaper to keep
yeah,
her?
It's good for you.
Yeah, so what I was saying was,
Oh, you're not on child support either, bro.
no, free.
Just you, sir.
I'm a free man. Maybe it was the fact that you beat up her boyfriend. I don't know, but
It was before that.
oh, it was before that.
This nigga's been, bro.
Hey, so you beat him up anyways.
Fuck you.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Wait. You beat him up and they still sent you the bill. They're like, it's the first motherfucker. You better pay.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, no.
Listen, bro. You're gonna get yours, bro.
Huh?
You're gonna get off one day, and it's gonna feel great.
That's like me waiting to get off probation.
Sean's gonna be happy as shit when he turns 18. He's gonna be like,
shit.
I get 45% of my checks back. He's like, I'm about to ball hard.
I can't wait to go to work next.
Working overtime and all of that.
It's alright. You're gonna have a good.
no child support though.
You gotta just listen to like one of those fucking gospel preachers talk about patience. Patience, young brother.
This nigga 40 has daily affirmations every day.
You see
You
her.
can do it.
You see. Never mind. I was gonna roast so hard.
Go ahead, man.
Nah, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, so
Okay,
there's a
go
filter on your podcast. You don't say what the fuck you want to say?
No, I say what I want to say, but I don't want to cut 40 that hard. You know, I
Oh.
was roasting Sam the other day, and I was like,
Sam
damn.
Dad?
Yeah, Sam was on the podcast.
Oh, where? How you doing?
He's doing good, man. You know, not on child support, making lots of money on Wall Street.
He's still in the city?
Yeah. He's in the city.
Well, he was just out here visiting.
Yeah, he came up, take the family out to dinner and shit like that. Today's my mom's birthday.
Like that.
Yeah, that's not. Today's my mom's birthday. Today was my mom's birthday. I bought her a $15 bottle.
Tell Miss Santiago happy birthday.
Oh well, I bought her a $15 bottle of vodka, and I was like, yeah, that's all I can do. I'm sorry.
Happy better than me. I ain't get my mom shit for her birthday. I cooked it. No, she actually cooked me some breakfast. I came over to her house.
Bro, my mom comes over here like a fucking robot and starts cleaning like my son's room, and I'm just like, Mom, leave it alone. It's your birthday. Like I can take care of it. And she's like, I don't have anything to do anyway, so.
I wish my mom was like that.
Facts.
My mom is just a fucking robot. I don't know.
Your mom is just always on the go. She's always been that way.
I wish I had that part, like, where I can shut off the fucking bullshit that it's like, let me check my phone on some bullshit, you know what I mean? Or let me, like, think about something. Like, when my mom does something, it's like, I'm going to think about this thing for the next until it's done. You know what I mean?
Like, what I will say, maybe it just comes from being a mother because, no lie, my girl does the same shit. Like, when I do some stupid shit, I get her tight. Or if she finds some shit out, she'll just... That's how I know when I done some shit wrong. I come home, she cleaning.
Your girl's Spanish too,
yeah,
right?
That's
exactly how you know it's Spanish.
Everything clean, and it's my dishwasher and shit. Like,
yeah, it's clean because
baby.
Hello,
baby. You that just so it ain't nothing that you can do to make it right, nigga. Ain't nothing you can do.
Yeah,
you walk in the house, you smell Clorox, and you're just like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
I'm like 40. Come school.
Nothing was.
Yeah, bro.
Nothing was better than getting those calls from 40. These are.
Listen.
These are 40's calls.
Yo, listen. I'll be like, what's good, bro? You alright? You good? Yeah, I'm alright. Listen. Can you hear me? Listen. What the fuck good with you? You in trouble, bro? No, I'm good, bro. Listen, I'm gonna call you back, bro. I'm gonna call you back 5 minutes later. Nah, bro, I was just trying to get out of the house.
Bro, nothing was better than the phone calls I get from 40. I've only gotten one phone call from you way back in the day, but you used to call me all the time and be like, bro, I was with you last night, bro. I left my jacket in your car. I left my jacket in your car.
Oh, see, he's dumb. Yeah. See, this is how you always end up getting caught. See, you're supposed to have your lie together the morning you wake up.
Bro, he would put it together, and then I get a call from whatever girl it was and be like, hey, Sean said he left his sweater in his car. It's like, yeah, he did leave it in my car, but I'm at work right now, and right after I got to go back to work. Put on my white person voice. You got to put on that business voice like you're closing the deal.
Act like you got some sense.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I chill with good guys.
Bro, I remember when you called me, it's like, bro, was this back in the day before you had a girl?
Okay. You can talk about it.
Faithful black man.
Black men don't cheat.
I remember when this nigga called me back in the day, and he was just like, bro. He's like, I gotta go to you. He's like, I gotta go to you. He's like,
this hadn't been for Ashley,
bro, because he was like, she knows 40's gonna lie. I gotta go to you, and he just like made this elaborate lie, and I was like, got it. And I just remember she called and asked me something that wasn't the question that Steven gave me the answers for, and I was like, fuck, now I got a freestyle. I was like, we went out last night. I was like, and I'm like trying to remember the lie that he told me to like try and correlate the two, and it's like, yeah, dropped him off around like 9:30, and it was
9:30. Do I look like I'm gonna be home at 9:30?
Mad early, like.
They said, nah.
Shit.
9:30, motherfucker. What day was this?
This reminds me of like
some Saturday.
Because he didn't get home till 11.
Does anyone have some water? Fuck. I can't wait to have to use that.
Well, when I dropped him off at, it might have not necessarily been,
When I dropped him off at his mom's house at 9:30.
That's the last time I seen him.
He said he had to take Rex out.
Yeah, that was the last time I
seen him.
Well, I've used Rex as an excuse plenty of times.
Recently?
Nah, man. Rex is no longer with us, man.
What?
Rex is gone.
Oh,
both of my dogs is gone.
What happened? Wait, both?
Mm-hmm.
He let him go in the woods.
Wait, what?
Shit.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
We got that.
Wait, what?
You see his eyes? You see that?
This This is why I don't do shit with niggas, bro. That's why they tell you if you're gonna do something, do it by yourself.
Wait, you did it with you shot him by?
I ain't shoot my damn dog. What the fuck?
I thought it was just an old Yeller situation. Like he brought him into the woods.
Nigga, one time he put the shotgun right.
Nah.
He's like, "Why do you think we were shooting last night?"
Nah, I ain't kill my dog. Nah, honestly, I don't want to go too much into it,
He
but
just saw a squirrel and he took off.
nah, not even. Nobody.
You could have literally got off so clean. You could have just said, "Yeah, he chased the squirrel."
Sure, that's what happened. But
Nah, we gotta go
real shit. Nobody. I'm not home enough. Nobody's there to take care of him. And then we got the new dog, so it was like my mom didn't want to watch him no more, so I had to bring him down to my new apartment. And I had a puppy.
A new dog?
Yeah, I had another dog that wasn't potty trained.
What
You know what
you
I'm saying?
gave
With
away
dog smelling like shit.
Then right in the woods.
You know what I'm saying? Like just it was just too much, bro. And
So fuck Rex, huh?
fuck both of them.
Wait, so what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened
both
to
of
the,
I love
Let
Rex. I'm
them
gonna
both
get his
go.
name tattooed on me.
Wait, so what
My
happened?
dog. I raised that. Everybody know Rex. Everybody knows Rex.
Wait,
and
so-
shit. Everybody knows that
Wait, so
dog.
what,
That's the
so
only
what
reason.
happened to the puppy?
I'll get my dog name tattooed
I
on me.
believe it's at Habitat for Humane right now.
Motherfucker, man. Jesus.
He let that motherfucker run free in the woods like Bambi.
He ain't do shit. He was there. He was there.
So
Not for
I
Rex. Not for the OG Rex. I was there for the little one, the other dog.
Wait, you
man.
brought him to the same woods?
Yeah, he
Yeah, we
brought
brought him
him
right there to the path. You know, when we were walking down Manance Library, let him go
so,
right there.
So you unhooked his leash and then you what?
Just Rex, see,
turn around
Rex was
and
different.
ran?
Rex was no, I didn't run. Rex was different because he's so used. He's an outside dog. You know, I don't have to walk with him with a leash.
Mm-hmm.
I just literally he'll walk and then he'll just go do his thing. I just left him. Just walked away. He literally went up. You know when you're walking in like that
I
path.
gotta ask you didn't shed a tear while you're walking out?
Bro, I cry. I cry all the time about my dog.
Motherfucking lying.
Bro, I swear to God, Kanan, you know how long you were there when I
You
got
never
Rex,
talk
bro.
about
Like Rex has been there. I
You
raised that dog.
Never
well,
talk about Rex.
They ain't even attempt to put up flyers for the nigga.
Why am I gonna get rid of the dog and then try to find them?
Why didn't you just why didn't you just give him to the Habitat for Humanity and be like,
Because it's right down the street.
yeah,
No,
but
for
you-
one, because them niggas charge. I would have done that, but they charge you to bring your dog there.
can't be a lot.
I ain't got it. He gonna go down there anyway. They gonna find it, bro. Literally, because my girl, like, she has some shit on Facebook. Like, literally, when I drop, not Rex, but Rex is good. But the new dog, like, literally, somebody found lady an hour later, brought him in the house. Like, she was fine. Like, literally, by the time we left, and somebody already had her in the crib. So
I don't know who's
stop
worse.
don't try to make me feel
excuses, man.
shameful.
I don't know.
I'm
who's
trying to make
worse.
my life easy. I'm about to be fucking homeless.
Might as well put a bullet in the back of them dog's head.
I don't know who's worse. You or Michael Vick?
Oh,
Michael Vick is definitely worse.
man.
He wasn't. He didn't do anything. He was on vacation.
Do anything.
Yeah, he was on vacation and shit. He just
he ain't doing it.
his
This nigga
cousins were
standing up for him.
his cousins were just having dog fights in his house. He got arrested.
That's what happened with 40. If 40 left Russell the crib on vacation, he don't
That's
know what
a
the fuck
fact.
he'll come home to. Come home to a midget in the bathroom and shit.
Come back, just every
Confetti everywhere.
every plate that could be possibly in the sink would be in
And
the
they
sink.
opened
That's
up.
a fact.
Yo, bro, I didn't know you. I was about to do the dishes. Like every
Oh.
possible dish would be in the sink.
Bro, I
Pots
fucking
been-
love Russell, bro. This nigga's crazy, bro.
That oven would be open and the heat would be blasting. You're
no
like, it's
fucking
fucking, it's summer. And he was like, bro, it was cold that one morning. He was like, you had the air conditioner on.
He's like, bro, Shorty just left. She was cold. That's your fucking cousin. Your cousin. That's your cousin.
The amount of stress.
I got it.
This nigga 40 has a headache. every time we think about it.
How is Russ? I haven't seen him in a minute.
I haven't seen him in. Actually, that's the first time I didn't see Russell in some months. Honestly,
That nigga got a girl.
So I'm just cool, right?
I ain't seen
You
that
got a
nigga in some
girl?
Months.
He got a girl? It's always when he gets a girl that he disappears. Are you sure he didn't tell you? You're fucking lying to me.
He got one of them big white bitches, huh?
He don't got no girl. He just you know, he's just in his own zone right now.
What about you,
working.
Kanan? What about you, Kanan?
What's going on
We
with you?
interviewing you now.
What's going on with you, Fro man?
When the last time you got some ass?
Oh man.
Who you fucking?
What's month? What month is it? July?
Damn, you got to think.
Late April.
You ain't get no ass since April?
Late April.
I would have jumped off a bridge by now.
I'm about to. I was telling you this before.
That's
it's
why
like
you got them subscriptions on Pornhub and shit.
Pornhub Premium, man. Huge library. If you want to Pornhub Premium want to sponsor a video, we could do a sponsorship right here. I'll put a link. I'll give you a 10%
This nigga be
discount.
at work. This nigga be at work.
I got an idea. We're gonna talk about it off here.
This nigga be at work
Yeah,
just
we
chilling.
putting these interviews up on Pornhub.
This
Bro,
nigga be
not
at work
even.
just chilling
I
and a
have-
fucking random porn star just pop up in his head. A porn star name, just random porn star name.
That's how he know. He probably know them porn stars on. Let me look up Lucy today.
Listen, man. All I know is. Do you mind with the dice?
Damn, who is that? Jackson?
Yeah, it's Jackson. Yeah, of
Negro.
course it's making noise. It's a radio quality microphones. What the fuck you doing?
This motherfucker.
Anyways.
Destructo J people.
Anyways, yeah, it's been hard
Looking
because
like a
I've been
black
here
guy
with
who-
my mom, right, and my dad, and Levi, so I have nowhere literally to bring these girls. So it's
Nigga,
like,
alleyway, car,
bro,
outside.
I am
You ever
not as
felt the breeze in
grimy
your
as
nuts while
you
you
two.
fucking-
This is where we separate. You.
Wait,
40.
wait. I'm
Oh, no.
Back in the day.
Okay.
Hypothetically.
There's levels to this shit. All right,
What?
you got
What
the
about?
you got the dirty dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bottom one, the ones that are scraping the gum off the bottom of the desk,
Mm-hmm.
is like, and there's no offense, he's my guy, man, my guy.
Who's that?
That's Russell.
Oh man.
You know you've seen Russell with some questionable women.
I've never seen any Russell. I've seen. Remember?
You didn't- you-
No. Hold on.
Oh no! I know.
Exactly. He was scratching his beard. I know D. I know D was
only
thinking
one-
of all these circumstances.
Bro, the only one I remember is that tall one with the dreads from Mina crib. Remember? What's her name?
Nah, the
You
one
know,
with, you know
that's
the one
only
I'm thinking.
Remember the one? Jackson, you know who I'm talking about, right? I just don't remember her name. Yo, Swank, can you do me a favor, bro?
Starts with an
Can
N.
you give me
We
that
ain't-
beer out the refrigerator?
We gonna. Starts with an
It's in
N.
the
but we gonna leave it.
refrigerator or freezer.
We gonna leave it where it's at because I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, well,
Might be in the
We ain't
freezer.
gonna put-
that's bad. But then there's
The
and
Corona?
then the step up above that is I don't even know where to put y'all to because you're like right there.
We are Gang Ghoul. That's who we are.
You and your friend Steven. I want to put you above him because I've seen you operate and I've seen you operate and you're definitely more grimy than my friend over here.
He's the filthiest nigga
nigga.
I know.
No, bro.
He's the dirt bag of the dirtiest.
Is he dirtier than Russell?
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Jackson, get out of the shot. You're in the shot.
No, I'm not.
You
Make me
definitely in the
nervous,
shot.
black man.
I'm not in the shot.
No, he's not in the shot. Oh, you just.
Oh,
you
shit.
behind the camera the whole time. God damn it.
All right.
Destructo J, what do you have to say, man?
I
This is Destructo J from the Live from Housing Podcast. He's here.
honestly, what I have to say is this is a team full of dirty Dans, and the dirtiest has got to be Russell Jadon.
Yeah,
The second dirtiest has got to be
Steven.
Steven. The
I don't know what
third
they're talking
dirtiest
about,
has
baby.
got to be Santiago.
No, it's you. You literally have a fucking scar in the middle of your head.
But
You
that's
come
not
for
from
some
being
bitches.
dirty.
No, that's from being dirty.
No. Nah, you know what? He's dirtier than you. You only got two bodies.
I think we're not talking about this guy right here.
No.
Why?
That's why you came over here.
Damn it.
Damn it. Hold up. Here.
You back on it. Dirty Daniel. He's Dirty Daniel himself.
Back on it, Dirty Dan.
Yo, you are Dirty Dan. You trademarked it. You're Dirty Dan. You know it. Just accept it.
I'll be a ghoul. I'll be a demon. That's all I am.
You know,
I'm a demon that means
but
well.
this is what I'm saying.
I'm not getting into details.
I'm just not there. I mean,
all good
we
in
forgot about
detail.
Jimmy. We got to slide Jimmy in between.
Jimmy's number 2.
I don't think I could put him on the ghoulish list yet.
Bro, he fucked. Didn't say any of these women's names.
I mean, I had a similar situation, but you know, that's neither here nor there.
F-I-F-E.
Fifth?
You must not fuck with homie that.
What?
God damn, you just.
I mean, that was just one situation. Y'all are dirty ghouls.
And he's still with. Never mind.
I don't know who he's with.
Never mind.
Yeah, you do.
Never mind.
That's a
He's
different.
not with what's her name?
That's a different white bitch.
Jack.
He's with what's her name?
That's a different white bitch, right?
No, he's with the white girl.
Which white girl? There's been many white girls with Jimmy. Jimmy
I
is
don't know.
like
I just
renowned for
unblocked
white
him on
girls.
Instagram.
Then we go to
Nah.
That way was he with? Then we go to
No.
You sure?
Positive.
Okay, so we're moving
I know
on.
all the white girls I went to school with.
Moving on.
That was bad. That was. Oh god.
What do you mean?
Fucking dirtbag.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know where to slide Jimmy into the scale of you guys being dirtbags.
He might be number one. I didn't even know that story. In the ass?
Bro, that's a clip. In the ass?
It's not.
Bro, that's a clip. You gotta put that in the ass.
That's pretty bad. But I mean, Russell has just fucked some disgusting bitches. So that's why I put him at the bottom. Didn't he fuck her in Asia?
Him and his brother did them foul ass niggas.
Who did?
You popped into what?
I was the first one. Oh, she was the first one on my dick.
I was going to.
You see the
Bro, I think everybody in my bro. I was
like, oh my
You
dick.
see the freshman with the beard. He said, oh.
I handed it off to Russell.
Bro, both them niggas popped. Josh and brother, that's some foul niggas, bro.
Oh.
They some foul ass niggas,
Who
bro.
else fucked the other girl with the name with that start with an S?
Who? S.
Yes.
Oh, no, I ain't gonna say it then.
Why don't you just say it so I can tag him?
Sylvie.
Oh no!
I don't know.
Wasn't that you?
Oh,
That was you?
Nope.
I know.
Oh,
that was
oh,
definitely
huh.
right. That was it. Yeah. He's
Oh,
on.
See, this is exactly how episodes don't get put out.
So, you know, Russell was telling me some shit.
I don't know nothing about
About
Russell.
who?
Yeah, you did.
Wait,
Steven.
who's Russell?
Ah, you did it. I know you did it.
I don't know none of you niggas.
Oh shit! I heard Sylvie suck like a motherfucking whale.
I even remember her name.
Call the chick boy.
Hey, you know what I heard?
Oh, now I gotta cut you. Now I gotta cut you.
Said, ooh, my mama did.
Cause you know what I heard, right, Steven?
Where'd you hear that from, Thordy?
What you heard, sir?
Where'd you hear that from?
From yours truly,
What you heard?
Shadon,
Oh,
Russell Brown.
you should just put X's over these bitches. Like just like fucking
He
kill
was
like,
like-
stages of dirty bitches. He's cleared like on.
No,
Mortal
he was
Kombat.
like, you wanna, no.
Russell was like, she said, who's Steven? You heard from Steven? He told you that same shit too, did he? What's Steven? I was trying to get some head. She's talking about Steven.
I mean, I just have a gift that keeps on giving, you know.
But she was tall too.
We gotta pull up a picture of Sylvie.
Said break every branch on the way down.
I felt bad because her face is disproportionate to the rest of her body. Like her face is way too small.
Just like, listen, man. After a couple drinks,
The way you just left.
That nigga said, I was trying to get some neck.
broke up
She
with my
talking
girl.
about where's Steven at?
Where's Steven? Damn. Jesus.
He single now?
Who? No, not at all. In a happy relationship.
Yeah.
Hope she's doing good.
I hope she's doing well too. She used to go to Manans.
Cause I heard she sucked like a
I know
vacuum.
where she live at.
Still?
She live right on the hill.
You hear how he said it?
Actually, she live in the same shit you used to live in now.
Oh, really?
How do you know that?
I don't know. That's what I heard.
That's what you heard.
That's what I heard. Word around
40,
town.
don't get me started on you.
All right, no.
You know, I hit you. I hit you. With that.
Word, bro. Do not make me stop putting your dirty line.
All right.
You remember the group I hit him with that screenshot? This
I
nigga
can't
40
even say nothing.
shooting shots out here.
Oh, we ain't shooting.
Word, bro.
Nah, I ain't
What's
shooting
up
no
with that, bro?
shots. I liked the status and it was funny. That was all.
Sneaky ass.
That's how you start.
Dirty motherfucker.
That's how you start. You gotta bring your name up. In
Oh.
He knows where I'm going. He knows where I'm going. He's like, you gotta put your name in their heads. You know they're gonna look at their notifications, and then you hit them a couple weeks later with the DM.
Word.
How you been?
Say, hey, big head.
Shit, I might as well put
Excuse me.
Might put my name in the box for next. This fucking.
I don't.
What? You say?
I said it ain't your beauty, it's your beauty.
Get this nigga a microphone.
Might as well. Jesus.
Word. God damn, Jackson. How about we just... You want to just do an episode after this real quick?
Real quick. What are we at right now? What's the time?
9 minutes. It's 9 o'clock. 9:07. It's 55 minutes.
Oh,
Alright,
what you want to do? Like
alright.
another 40 minutes? We can do that.
We can another like 20 minutes, something like that. I just want to,
Talk about the podcast or whatever.
Yeah. I want to talk about like the live from housing because I'm really, it sounds corny, but I'm proud of you guys. You've been doing
I
great.
appreciate it,
You
man.
know
We
what I
trying.
mean? I've seen this from like a budding, where it's like being first thought of,
Mm-hmm.
and what it, maybe not turned out so well the first time round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Learn some errors, ironed out some kinks, and like see. I want to hear where you guys really want to take it.
You want to go first or want me to go first?
Oh, you go first.
I mean, I feel like the last trials and era of last year, it was more of a learning experience. But I will say I'm grateful for the people I got to meet during that process.
Right.
Because it's like low key, like we have a whole lot of connections that we haven't even tapped into yet. Like a lot of people we met, but I'm just mad it took so goddamn long. Cause it was just like I don't even want to bring them niggas up, but I feel like we was more promoting somebody else's brand more than what we were doing for ourselves.
Right.
But as far as I want to take it, bro, I want to have my hands in everything. You know what I'm saying? Skits. I want to do everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
I mean, as far as I could say, like you said, it started off slow.
You motherfucker! I was looking for my headphones. Give me my shit.
These ain't your
Give
headphones.
me my shits. Give me my shit. My nigga, I will show you the fucking Bluetooth connection to my phone right now.
No, it's not. It's not connected to your phone, bro. This is my headphones.
You're
bro.
lying to me, sir.
This
You're lying to
right
me.
here.
Every time we can't get through it.
Motherfucker.
Niggas
I can
will
connect
not-
these shits right now.
No,
I
they
can connect
cannot.
them. Bro, you're lying to me. You want to know why? Because
They
I
cannot.
borrowed those from the dude at my job, bro.
These are my headphones. I bought these.
Put that
shits.
on gauge.
I put it on gauge. I put it on my
Bro,
son.
you're lying
I
to
put it on
me.
my
Those
son.
are... All right.
I put it on my son.
Keep the headphones, bro.
This is some cheap.
I will connect them. I will connect them right
How?
now.
If my shits is already connected.
Go to your settings. Go to your settings. If it says SL headsets, I'm gonna punch you in your chest, bro.
My shit. These are the same.
Those are my
yours.
fucking
These
headphones.
are the same brand, but these are not yours, bro.
All right.
You fucking bitch.
All right.
Why can't we get through something simple?
Never, ever fucking with this motherfucker.
Those are my fucking headphones.
Couldn't have just
No,
waited
listen.
25 minutes?
Hell no.
You know, you see how
Live
petty
from
this
house and shit. I'm
motherfucker-
sorry.
Oh,
You know.
All right.
I hate this motherfucker.
Continue,
What were we talking
continue,
about?
Continue, 40.
40 was going over his part.
Thank you, Jackson.
Destructo.
Nobody can hear you anyway. Like you said, you know, like the first time it didn't go exactly where we wanted to go, and like Steven said, I am glad for all the people that I did meet and the connections that I had before that, because definitely gonna utilize them. Shout out to a lot of niggas. I'm not about to shout everybody out, but like, you know.
Because them niggas ain't shouting us out. Fuck y'all.
But at the end of the day, shout out to niggas that we started with. You know, my nigga Jimmy. Shout out my nigga Tyler.
I ain't shouting.
Shout out Steven. You know what I'm saying? Shout out me. We started off in the fucking projects, my nigga. We started
Word.
off in my building. I'm still in that fucking apartment, bro.
I had to get the fuck
You
up
feel
out
me?
of here.
Shout out D. Shout out Russell. Shout out C. Shout out Kanan, bro. We've been there from the fucking get go, bro. Shout out fucking, shout out, my nigga Destructo J. You know what I'm saying? We was all there, alcoholics, potheads, trapping, making music, doing shit. You know what I mean? And now this is where the fuck we at. We coming forward and we're just trying to. I'm just trying to get some money off this shit.
That's a
To
fact.
be real with you, if I could turn this shit into a 9 to 5, then that's all I could.
We just gotta be
I could-
consistent.
that's all I could want. You know what I mean? If I could turn it into a 9 to 5 and make a living off it, why not?
Who's someone you really would like to talk to?
Who's someone I really like to talk to? I'd like to talk to you mean like on a podcast, basically? Like
Just like if it was a podcast or just someone you got to sit down and speak to for an hour.
That's a good
it'd
question.
probably be at this
Styles
point
P.
in my career, that's my favorite rapper, but where I'm trying to go, I'd probably talk to a bit podcaster, you know what I mean? Like
Nigga, who? That's who I was thinking of, but I would just be like, he's gonna tell me everything I already know, though.
You know what I'm saying? I probably You know,
I listen to him so much.
In between him, I probably talk to your guy. I probably talk to Joe Rogan. I probably talk to somebody in another realm, like one of the guys from Rap Radar that hosts that show. Probably talk to Nori, or besides Nori, fucking DJ EFN. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that just know shit. You know what I'm saying? I probably talk to somebody that's just been in the game for a long ass time. I probably talk to somebody like Choke No Joke. I'm watching a lot of shit on him lately. You know what I'm saying? I like, you know, somebody that's just been in this shit deep and is gonna keep it real. I'll probably talk to fucking P Diddy. You know what I'm saying? For a fucking hour. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody I would like to talk to. P Diddy, Jay-Z, fucking Dre, top niggas in the game. Like, you know what I mean? One of them niggas I'd like to talk to for an hour, because they're gonna give you some shit that you could walk away with. You know what I mean? Niggas that really did it all at the end of the day.
What about you?
I mean, off rip, it would honestly be Charlemagne, because he's honestly one of my biggest influencers. Like, as far as like why I do this podcast shit, and when I went to school for radio and all of that, because I didn't know nothing about Charlemagne until I was in school. But I would talk to him. I would talk to Wendy Williams. I would talk to. I said talk, not do anything else, sir. I can't talk to Wendy Williams. The fuck was that snickering?
Wendy Williams, my nigga.
Bro, her show. Bro, if it wasn't for Wendy,
Out of here, nigga.
Wow.
I would talk to her just because.
Next person.
Oh,
Next
damn.
person. Okay.
I will also
She
one
must have fired you.
more honorable mention. One more honorable mention that I would talk to is a nigga like DJ Academics. I was
gonna say that
I
next.
could fuck with a nigga like that, because he came up from, you know what I'm saying, just the straight internet, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got a buzz off that shit. You know how to get attention.
I would want to talk to also like interview. I would want to talk to 50 Cent, because this nigga's a mastermind.
Love to talk to 50 Cent.
I want to talk to him.
That's my nigga.
Real good honorable mention.
I want to talk to Robert Greene. Like, this is like the people I want to talk to. Like they, like they just have a fucking plan. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'd also like to talk to Taxstone. Free him.
I don't want to talk to that nigga.
That's my guy.
I don't want to talk to Taxstone.
I feel like I want to talk to just some.
You can call the jail and talk to him. It's not that hard.
You cannot call a jail and talk to a nigga. You can't call a nigga in jail and just think you're gonna go fucking have a guard go 5-6 blocks in to go holler. Yo, you got a phone
money.
call.
That nigga might have a cell phone in there. You know, niggas be boofing it and boofed it.
Boof. Just boof it.
Yeah, I found myself wanting to talk to like a different
Boof it, boys.
set of people. Like, if I could, I would love to have like a closed door conversation with like no microphones with Donald Trump. Like, just to like really understand him. Like,
You have like
do you understand a lot of this stuff that's going on? Do you see the perception? And like, do you have like, not like a soul, because I think he does, but I think like emotion to the situation. Like, I feel bad about a lot of stuff that goes on in the United States, right? And it's like, is he sensitive to this stuff, or is it just like, because like with the camera, microphone in front of your face, of course you're not going to get all the answers you want, right? I'm not going to ask him fucking aliens.
You know all that shit is scripted.
Right, exactly. But like, ask him on like if I ran into him at a restaurant and it was a rainy day, like a fucking hurricane at one of his fucking, he can't leave and he's sitting at a table, and be like, what's good, man? And just like have a real conversation with him. Like, I'm not asking for like, I just want to know where people's heads are at. Like, you know, like I would love to talk to, and I like take it in like bits and pieces, but like those cops who get like who get let out for killing an innocent person. Like, I would love to talk to them.
Innocent black person. Put that out there.
Innocent black person. I would like to talk to them and be like, do they feel this? Like, were they acquitted, and do they live with this guilt every day? Like, you know what I mean? Yes, that I got off with murder, right? But do they like have PTSD about it? Do they know deep down in their hearts? Like again, not on camera, but like just to talk to these people, to be like, hey, like, how do you cope with this? Like, do you think you made the right decision? Do you honestly think, like, you know what I mean, you made the right call? Because
I just feel like
I feel like you could do it.
I feel like you could want to ask those questions, but I feel like unless you know a motherfucker for real, unless you get to know them and actually befriend them, after a while they'll fucking tell you like, yeah, I killed that nigga, and I feel good about it, and I got away with it. I thought I was going down.
I think you can tell, depending on like the questions you ask and the lines. You know what I mean?
Maybe
but,
that. Yeah, maybe.
But at the end of the day, like when they close their eyes and, dreams take over, That, you know, it's your subconscious that talks to you. Like, what goes on in there? You
You
know?
know, I was gonna ask you. You never thought about just bringing a Rensselaer cop from across the street? Just being like, yo, bro, I do this, this, and this.
A little bit. I think I'd take my time with it, though. You know, because it's like I find myself sitting in the middle of a lot of subjects. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you were to ask me, like, are you Republican? Are you a Democrat?
Did
like,
you say you conservative?
Yeah, I lean a lot more to conservative when we talk about business and stuff like that and economies. Like, I lean way more conservative. But when we're talking about like social issues, like, I lean more to the left, you know?
Right.
You know, I believe that women should have the right to choose if they want an abortion or not. I understand what the right says about abortions and how it should be, you know, this is a bad thing, right? And I completely get that stance.
Right.
It's just that the way I look at it, I just think women should have the right to choose whether. I don't think women should just be getting abortions left and right after they just fuck somebody and they get pregnant. But at the same time, I believe, like, if this is not the right fit, if you guys aren't the right couple, if you don't get along and the child's not fucking 6 months along, right?
Shouldn't
Like,
be fucking.
Thank you, Jackson.
I mean,
I'll ask the question next time. Thank you. Fuck.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you really look at it, like, historically, women have always been second to men. Regardless, like, they've, like, men and then women. Like, it's always been
and
like
that's interesting you say that, because it's like, I was talking to this
I feel like
Middle
men are
Eastern.
second to family though.
Second to family?
Yeah.
What are you
I
talking
feel
about?
like men are more expendable when it comes to having a family. You know what I mean?
yes and no.
I
I
don't
think
believe that.
in today's
What do you mean, like having
in
a
today's
son
family,
and a mom and
And this in
in
today's
family, yeah, that you
today's.
can definitely be a single mother and be really successful out here. As far as back in the day, yeah.
No, that's
definitely
because
not.
of a narrative that people push. Like, oh,
No, I'm not saying
I
that.
don't like that,
I
because
feel
if
like
you
men
really
are
look
more
at it, hold up. If you
nowadays.
really look at it, someone said, I think it was Riza Islam or Tariq Nasheed. Black women are the only fucking women that is out here talking about they don't need no fucking man.
No, I'm not. But I'm not saying.
I'm just saying. So
I'm not,
that's
I'm
a
not saying,
narrative.
No, I'm not
that's
saying a
being
narrative.
pushed.
Not saying a narrative. I'm saying like real women that are out here that can raise a family. I'm talking about the physical capabilities of being able to do that. I'm saying in today's day and age,
Motherfucker.
you can raise a family. A woman could raise a family on her own, right?
Right.
It's completely possible. It's completely feasible.
With Section
They
8 and all that other shit.
No, just being on their own. Like, you know what I mean? Just like raise a child. There are women who've done it and do it every day, whether it's they have help and assistance from the government or not. But what I'm saying is, like, back in the day, that wasn't possible. Like, back in the 1800s or even the early 1900s, like, women couldn't get well-paying jobs. They couldn't be in positions of authority.
I feel
and
like
the rest
because
of that.
back then the
the divorce
they
rate
had their
back then-
lane, you know. Like, and I'm not saying that's what they should be doing. You know, what I'm saying, just being at home with kids and all that other shit. Of
What
course,
about-
women should work and all of that shit. too.
What about the divorce rate?
I was just saying, like, they back in the day, they just didn't divorce. Like, you would
You would work
Your
it
parents-
out. You would work it out with.
No,
with
you
your-
would just have bitter ass people living with each other. My grandpa and grandma did not like each other. Still doesn't. If you ask my grandma about my grandfather, she has very nasty words for the man. He's dead. You know what I mean? They hold grudges. But the way the family structure was back then, it was that you stayed together. Till death do us part. You figure everything else out. You know what I
kind
mean?
of agree with it in more of a sense. Me being,
I understand it, right? But at the same time, it's like, I think for the happiness of someone, you know what I mean, to not be associated, to not do and not be with, you know what I mean, you know, just, you know, I think it does better for that individual. Like, I would like to see my grandmother's gonna die eventually. You know, she's
Right.
very sick, not very sick, but she's sick right now. She's 90 something.
She's in
And
Canada.
yeah,
That's
and
dope.
I think that if she was just to let some stuff go, like, you know what I mean, let
it would be good for her health, right?
It'd be good for her health
yeah.
and just like, you know, an outlook on just like what to come next, because obviously death, but like what's after that, right? We can get into that conversation, but at
Probably
the same
emotionally it would help her.
time, emotionally, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like, you know, I just want to see people do better. I want to see
Right.
people be happy, and I don't think it's a necessity for a man and a woman to be together to raise a child.
Right.
You know, or just to be like, oh, you know, I'm not going to leave my wife or whatever because I'm not happy with them. It's like, you were happy. Everyone has that phase, but maybe something changed your mind down the road. I just think there's a balance. Like I said, I sit in the middle of a lot of these issues, right? And it's like, I don't go like, you know, call me Zim Zer, he, she, you know, I can change my identity on a daily basis. I'm like, Tell me what you want to be called, and I'll call you that. But
Right.
as far as you coming after me because I called you the wrong pronoun, you can lick the underside of my balls. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to tell me my mother and father raised me incorrectly for fucking 18 years to say, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, thank you. You know what I mean? Just those regular everyday like manners, right? And you're going to tell me just because something has come along in the last 5 or 6 years, now I got to address you differently. You know, if I address you with respect, you should have the ability to notice that. Like, I'm addressing you with respect.
True that.
I mean, if you like, what you kind of make me feel like you're talking about is like labels that they put on new shit now, right?
Like you can't say faggot and all that other shit.
I mean, not. I don't want to.
It's kind of the same thing.
That's like kind of discrimination, but
No,
I mean,
not really.
I understand why they don't want you to say that because it's like
That's like kinda
they think it's a negative connotation word.
like basically like
But
nigger is.
here's the
But, like,
hypocrisy of that. Hold on, real quick. Because guess what? I can't be like, yo, fuck that bitch. But when you go out, bitch, where you at? Like these girls talk to each other, so a man can't call a woman a bitch.
But that's the same thing with using.
That's crazy.
That's the same thing as saying nigga.
That's the same shit as
No,
this
no,
is-
it's not.
Yo, no, no, no.
What you
yes,
can
it
do?
is.
No,
Yes, it
no,
is.
no,
Yes,
no,
it
no,
is.
no, 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 no.
Exactly. That's the same thing.
You can't compare
because
racism.
black niggas call niggas niggas, but a white nigga can't call a white
Well,
guy
black
can't
people,
call.
black people turn that word into endearment to bring us
Right,
up.
but
black people also weaponize that word too.
But what I'm saying is,
Dumb people do.
But what I'm saying is, if like a white dude came up to you and it's like, "Yo, what's good, my nigga?" You
It
know what I mean?
depends. You want to know
But-
why?
But that's
because
what
I'm
saying.
not as ignorant as I used to be.
Right.
So
but that's what I'm saying. But not a lot of people are. But that's what I'm
Right.
saying. But with the bitch thing, it's like if you're like, man, this bitch, and like someone overhears you at the bar, right? Or the girl's like, you fucking this and that. You know what I mean? Just like starts calling you names or whatever. But if the same thing goes with, if you were with a sensitive black person, right? Who like a white person's like, yo, that's my nigga right there. And it's like, yo, what the fuck you say? And it's like, you can tell that white
I
person.
feel like, bro, those words have
Fact.
two different type of scabs.
Historically, yes. I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying is when we use it in the term of endearment, right? To then, you know, like you said, with he's calling someone a bitch, right? And then someone else calling.
The fuck is wrong? The fuck is wrong? Would you twitch? You just twitched.
Fucking.
Was that on camera? Was it on camera?
No, it's not on camera. It's just out of frame.
Nigga, you still got a high top. Nigga, can you?
God damn it.
Anyways, so this is what I'm saying is like, I understand the double standard. I understand what you're saying. There's more pain behind that word, right, than other words. I just say in the term of like, this is what I'm saying. I sit in the middle, right? I understand the side of like, this is a term of racism, and it has been for the last 100+ years. And then we've turned it into a term of endearment, right? I'm
Right.
just saying, like, I sit in the middle. Like, I don't really mind when white people say nigga. When you drop the ER on the end of it.
I
like,
don't
you know-
anymore either. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'll look at them like they're retarded, but I'm just like,
you just, like, know your place. You know what I mean? You
yeah,
can't
it's
throw
just like,
this, you can't
because
throw
it's
this
a
word
different
around every
age, bro. It's not blatant racism anymore. You know, like
No, yeah.
I can tell if someone's trying to be a dickhead, or I know some white people that actually grew up in the hood. That's just like we took them in. You know, that's just what they're so used to.
Right.
But you want the one thing I will say about the white boys that grew up in the hood, most of them don't even say nigga. The ones that's actually from the hood, they don't even do it.
Connor's thing is like, we're giving it back. He's like, every time he says nigga around me, he's like,
See, Connor, I'll let him slide because he's not doing it to try to. Yeah, it's just
Connor
like,
just been around a lot of niggas.
yes, that's what I'm saying. It's fine. Like I don't
And you
really
can-
care that much.
And the one thing I'll say to piggyback off Brownie is, you can almost tell when they say it, like how he can you can almost sense the energy behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Most people who say nigga just because it's just what they say, it rolls off and it's like, okay, this girl has been around a bunch of black men. This girl or this dude has been
Like,
around.
bro, I see. You know what's funny to me?
And
Every time I see a video of two white people fighting, why does nigga come out? What's up, nigga? When they get, what up, nigga? Why? Why is that word?
I just think it's
like,
I just
what
think
up?
it's
That's a
I just
fact.
think
Bro,
I just
that's
think
crazy.
I
That's
just think
crazy.
I think it's culture nowadays.
It is
that's
culture.
crazy.
No, it's culture
And you
in the
know what-
sense
and
of
you know what-
sense of what's popular right now.
And you know
Think
what,
of the music.
And you know what? Think about this.
You know what I
the
mean?
black culture has been the culture that everyone has been chasing after
It's been a
people
while.
understood what
Bro,
fucking
they'll
culture
continue
was.
to chase it because like whole time. If you really look at it,
Fashion.
if you really look at it,
I don't-
what is America known for besides hip hop?
war. And
Bro, not that
raiding
bullshit.
niggas.
I'm talking about as far as like, bro. Think about it. As far as like being glamorized, because hands down, we're like the most watched country in the fucking world. What are we known for besides fashion, music, and entertainment? And hip hop.
Hip hop.
And it
And-
started.
And hip hop is fashion, music, and entertainment.
Yes.
So this is another thing I have an issue with, and kind of like I sit in the middle of, right? It's like, when do we stop saying that they're taking and biting, and when does it become influencing, right? Like, because a lot of people's
Nah,
like,
bullshit. Because that's why we were saying fuck Elvis.
no, I'm not saying that.
Is that biting or?
What I'm saying, yeah, it's
No, go
it's,
ahead.
it's taking it if you're not giving credit to.
That's
I
what they
think.
were doing.
And that's what's been happening.
I'm not denying those things. But when is it like? Because you hear a lot of people like saying about, oh, you know, I hear it on both sides. Like, I hear a lot of people who sit on the right, like, they shouldn't be bringing their culture into America, when America was made on a bunch of cultures bringing their ideals, their values, their food, their holidays and whatever into the country, and that's how we get this far, right? I just think it's like, when does it stop being like, when black people influence culture? When can we give the credit for influencing?
You know what?
But when does it change from influencing to biting?
You
right?
know when that happened. You know when that takes place. It takes place when the people who have the credit for this are given the credit. You want to know what I'm saying? Because the black culture, you know what I'm saying? We have the music, we have the fashion, and all these things, but in the reality, in the grand scheme of everything, we're not giving any credit. You want to know why? Because we're still having our own things that are dividing us individually, internally. Because therefore, you don't see a bunch of Germans fighting, Irish niggas fighting. These other cultures get together and they stand together and they will fight another culture. Our culture is the only culture who will allow other motherfuckers into the culture and then fight people who are part of the culture because of the differences within the culture. The only reason, and that's where I'm saying credit, once credit is given where credit is due, then that's when the separation will be. But until then, there will always be people who are like, oh, we're not giving this, and we've started this, and we've done this,
Right.
because they're fighting with other people who are doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
They're not
hands down,
sticking together.
the black man in America is the most influential person globally. Black people in America are the most influential
But we're
people
also the most
globally.
people who are spoken down upon. There, I was just talking to someone.
Everybody wants to come in our culture. Everybody wants to fucking be a part of the culture, but when it comes time to like Black Lives Matter, all the other shit, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to fuck with us on that shit. But when it comes to the music and all the other shit, they'll dress like us. They'll braid their hair.
They'll talk like
They'll
us.
do all of that shit. But when it comes, that's what I don't fuck with. That's what I don't fuck with.
And that's where he's coming from. I understand it, and at the same time, we also have to do work to come together.
40, what are you doing?
Giving himself a fucking headache. Get this nigga out of here.
You coming? You tapping back
This nigga
in?
don't even know if it's
You
Tuesday.
done?
Back in?
Yeah, tap back in. Well, let's wrap this up.
But I was looking at this. I don't know if your memory's going on. It's like a red thing with the memory card and a red thing with the recording.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, we're good.
You wrapping it up?
Yeah, we wrapped it up. Yeah, I just wanted to,
He's like,
What's
get this nigga the fuck out of here.
Get this nigga the fuck out of here. What is
Before
what's the
we back
next?
on camera.
What's the next?
This nigga Jackson.
So what's the next what, brother?
What's the next
This
episode?
nigga like Ricky from Boys in the Hood right now.
The next episode.
Ricky!
The next episode, I'm trying to get a guest on.
Ooh, sir.
In between, hopefully, Play Dead Rob. Shout out my boy.
Oh, shout out to Play Dead.
I'm trying to give a Play Dead.
I want a t-shirt.
Maybe
sir.
your boy, Scooby AU, whatever his name.
24.6K followers on the gram.
I don't think we needed to know that,
Did you
but
pay for him?
I don't think we need to know that, but you know, trying to get also
What's good with homie from 5th place?
Drew?
That's his name?
Yeah, he's good, man. He's got his own podcast. Guys should go look at that too. He's got a couple episodes out. I know he has some. An
Is he
episode
brave enough to
dropping
come to the
this
Live from Housing podcast?
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm also looking to try to get YRR up on here. You know what I'm saying? YRRK.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
So you got some interviews coming out. It's like, what's
Yeah,
what's some
Not interviews, podcasts.
What
You
is
know what I'm saying?
what are some? Can you just
Jack, all right, bro.
just chill out, bro? Just chill out.
Damn.
This is not Live from Housing podcast, bro.
Word. This is Kanan's. This is Kanan's, bro.
Dumb motherfucker. All right. Go ahead, Kanan.
Fuck this podcast.
I love niggas. I love niggas.
Cause nigga,
All right. Well,
No,
what I was
no,
saying.
what was you gonna say? What was you
Yeah, I was gonna. What was I gonna say? I don't even fucking know. This kid made me lose my train of thought. Oh, what are some what are personal things you guys want to accomplish in the next like couple months?
personal things I want to accomplish. I'm not gonna talk and get into detail about them, but I just want to get over my charges. Just want to get my
Niggas
rent
have pending
paid.
cases over here.
I just want to get my insurance paid. I just want to be an upstanding citizen, and you know, I'm a worker of my community, and I'm trying to get things done. You know, I just want to be a
Sound
good
like
guy.
Man, I'm gonna pick trash up in my neighborhood.
You look like looks like you're recording like a prayer or something. It's like, God, I'm gonna be an upstanding citizen.
I'm a reformed man. I'm a reformed man.
Nah, but in the next couple of months, just want to get my views up. Find out new ways to entertain the people. Find out, I don't know, just do different shit. Just keep going and just keep the momentum going. People's fucking with us for some reason, and you know,
There we go.
just gotta keep the wheel turning. Destructo J. Everybody listen to Destructo J podcast, please. You don't understand who Destructo J is. Listen to episode 6. What was this? Episode 6, right?
It was episode 6 or 7.
Episode 6 on Live
Just
from
look up
Housing.
Destructo J. You'll understand why this man is here.
Everything for their social medias and their podcast.
Yeah, Live from Housing.
Will be linked in the YouTube video below, so check the description. You know, check them out, give them a follow. You know, show them some love. You know, all that stuff.
Fact. I got a question
Good.
for you though.
Oh yeah, let's go.
What are you planning on doing, bro? What are your goals for the next couple of months? You know what I'm saying? For your podcast and for you personally,
My
sir.
podcast. I'm looking to just get some dope individuals on. You know, I follow this dude on around. I'm trying to bring people on from around here, so I follow a dude on Instagram, Feed Me Caesar, dope chef. He works at Nighthawks in Troy. I really want to get him on because I'm a big food fan. I love food Instagrams and stuff like that, so I really want that on. There's a couple other people. I want to get my old economics professor Stenard in here. Really drop some knowledge about the economy and just like some basic things you can do to start saving for retirement and stuff like that. But as far as like this, for my plans, you know, I'm trying to do the expansion and whatnot, see if I can't get approved for that and really take this thing to the next level locally. And kind of just reading a couple books. Try and expand my view. Like I'm trying
a lot of audiobooks.
I'm trying to read more. Honestly,
Yeah, it's good for your brain.
Yeah, I've heard
It'll
that.
make you quicker.
And
No, it really is.
And honestly, I haven't read a book in a mad long
Bro, you
time.
feel it. Like when you get done looking at the book, you just.
I want to.
like,
I'm reading more history stuff because there's a lot of things I really don't understand.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Oh yeah, and I want to say something. You know, one person that I would really be interested in interviewing, and I don't know why. I just feel like he would be interesting. Just
Right.
going based off of that. Remember Mr. Finzel?
Oh yeah, Mr. Finzel.
I would love to interview Mr. Finzel. Yeah,
Mr. Finzel was a real ass dude because I remember when we were in school, like he would just like he was telling us how he wish he didn't have the kid at the age he did, and a lot of girls were like, "How can you even say that?" And he was just like,
But
"If I'm
we're
being
that age,
honest-
we don't know.
But now I
know?
understand so much more of what he was saying now that I have a kid, and I'm just like,
He put us on about I remember the last day of school I had his class. So he's like, I know y'all happy. Just don't get in the fucking credit card. Bro, he put us on the last day of class.
Speaking of people that you see how he's telling you about, you know, having kids early and shit, all that extra shit, putting you on to early shit. I fuck with you, bro. You my guy. Real nigga shit. My boy Kanan. One of the youngest niggas that I fucking hang out with.
Kanan had him first.
And he had a fucking baby before me. And guess what? He was giving me fucking hand-me-downs from his child. Toys, clothes, all that, bro. Real nigga shit, bro. Been down for a long time, bro.
these are some good friends of mine.
Yeah, it's a fact,
It's good to have you guys on the podcast.
Fact,
Yeah,
man.
definitely, man. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming, guys.
You know, thank
Make sure
for
you
real,
tune
bro.
in, subscribe, like all that shit. See you next time.
Jackson can sit the fuck down. We out.
Okay.